Hello and welcome back to the Mask TV. Today we're diving into one of the biggest questions for Arsenal fans this season. Can Arsenal really win the Premier League in 2025-26? It's early days, but there are signs, stats, strengths and obstacles already emerging that tell us a lot. Over the next minutes, we'll examine where Arsenal stand now, analyze their chances through data and context, compare them against rivals, and conclude whether lifting that trophy is more hope or real possibility. Make sure you hit subscribe and the bell so you don't miss deeper dives later in the season. Let's get into it. To project whether Arsenal can win, first we need to understand where they are right now. As of mid-October 2025, in the Premier League, Arsenal sit top of the table with a record of 5 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss, totaling 16 points. Liverpool are breathing down their neck with 15 points. Tottenham are also in the early mix. In recent games, Arsenal beat West Ham 2-0 on October 4 in Mikel Arteta's 300th game in charge, and that result helped them leapfrog Liverpool after Liverpool dropped points versus Chelsea. In the Champions League, they opened October with a 2-0 win over Olympiacos. However, the club faces a blow. Captain Martin Odegaard is out and expected to miss several matches, reportedly around 9 games. So the early signs are strong. Arsenal are in form near the top and in control of momentum. But that injury is a serious caveat. The question is, does this start give them real credence as title winners, or is it just a promising blip? We can't just eyeball this. We need analytics, simulations, probabilities. What do the data models say? According to Opta simulations, Arsenal have become new favorites to win the Premier League. In one report, they emerged in 41.58% of simulations, with Liverpool at 35.74%. On the other hand, in other published projections, Arsenal's win probability is more modest, around 24.3% in some models, with Liverpool still ahead. These differences reflect model assumptions like injuries, consistency, and drop-off risk. Some media outlets also reflect similar views. In one bold predictions piece, Arsenal were tipped as favorites given their summer signings and strategy. But Arteta himself has been cautious. He stated, "It's not in our hands, we can only win our next match and see what happens." So, data suggests Arsenal have a strong shot. In many simulations they are outright favorites, but uncertainties remain. If they can maintain consistency, the odds are in their favor. But that's a big if. Next, let's examine what Arsenal do well, and what might enable them to convert potential into a title run. Number 1, squad and signings. Arsenal have invested in their squad in recent windows, adding depth and quality. A key signing is Victor, a new number 9, who brings goal-scoring threat and complements the attack. Contract renewals for key defenders, and the goalkeeper shows stability and commitment to retaining a core spine. Number 2, tactical maturity and Arteta's evolution. Over the past seasons, Arteta has matured as a manager. His tactical flexibility, pressing structure, and game management have improved. The challenge has always been consistency and navigating the winter furnace like fixture congestion, injuries, and fatigue. Number 3, momentum, confidence, and psychology. Arsenal have now finished second in the Premier League in 3 straight seasons, which has become a burden as much as a badge of consistency. But there's a hunger to break through. Former players like Sol Campbell argue that mental unity and belief are vital. If the squad fully believes, one more level up could push them over. Number 4, relative weaknesses of rivals. Liverpool, for instance, are integrating new players and reportedly struggling with consistency early in the season. If rivals drop points, and they will, Arsenal need to capitalize. In short, Arsenal have many of the building blocks. What remains is durability, consistency, and handling adversity. Of course, the path isn't clear. Here are the key challenges Arsenal must navigate. Injuries and squad depth. Odegaard's absence is a real test. He is integral to creativity and balance. Losing him for up to 9 matches is a heavy blow. Over a long season, more injuries are inevitable. Depth will be tested, especially in midfield, attack, and fullback positions. Consistency versus lapses. Arsenal have, in past campaigns, dropped points unexpectedly against lower-ranked teams in periods of fixture congestion. To win a league, you cannot afford long dips in form. Fixture congestion and fatigue. Competing in the Premier League, FA Cup, EFL Cup, and Champions League is a heavy load. The squad will need rotation without losing cohesion. Winter periods, Christmas, January, tend to expose squad weaknesses. Rivals and pressure. Liverpool, Manchester City, Tottenham, and even others will push. Pressure of expectation. The more Arsenal look like favorites, the greater the target. Psychological burden. Having almost won multiple seasons may weigh on players. Fine margins and variance. Title races are often decided by goal difference, single important matches, injuries at unfortunate times, or referee decisions. A stretch of bad luck or variance can derail a run. So Arsenal must navigate not just technical and tactical challenges, but also the unpredictability and pressure inherent in a league title fight. Let's walk through a few hypothetical trajectories. Scenario 1, Dream Run. Arsenal navigate Odegaard's absence well, maintain form, rivals drop points at key moments, and they enter the final stretch with the lead. In this scenario, they lift the trophy. This is exactly what many simulations assume. Scenario 2, Stutter plus Recovery. They lose or draw a few matches in winter, but then go on a strong run in spring, overtaking a rival who falters. This is a realistic possibility. Many title races are dynamic. Scenario 3, Rivals pull away. Injuries accumulate, consistency fades, and rivals, Liverpool or City, maintain stronger pace. Arsenal still finish in top 2 or 3 but fall just short again. Which scenario is likelier? The data models, early form, and structural improvement suggest scenario 1 or 2 are within reach, but scenario 3 is real risk. One helpful way to visualize this is to look at points per game, PPG needed. Historically, title-winning teams aim for around 85 to 90 plus points, around 2.2 to 2.4 PPG. If Arsenal maintain around 2.3 PPG over the season, something like 70 plus points from first 30 games, they give themselves a solid cushion. The issue is, can they maintain that in the face of adversity? Also important is the head-to-head matchups. Arsenal's fixtures versus direct rivals Liverpool, City, Spurs will likely be decisive. The ability to win those 6-pointer games matters enormously. So after all this, what's the verdict? Arsenal can win the Premier League in 2025-26. The early form is promising, analytics back it, and the squad is strong, but it's far from guaranteed. Here's what must happen for them to maximize that possibility. Manage injuries well, minimize disruption from Odegaard's absence, rotate smartly, keep morale high. Sustain consistency, avoid long dips, especially in January and February. Win key matches, especially against direct challengers. Capitalize on rivals' slip-ups. Be ruthless in punishing dropped points. Maintain mental strength, believing they can go all the way and performing under pressure. If all those align, Arsenal have a high chance. If just one or two pieces falter, the margin for error vanishes. From a probability perspective, many models now favor Arsenal. The shift in simulations is meaningful. That said, the variance of a 38-game campaign remains unforgiving. So I lean. Yes, they are among the favorites now, and if they maintain trajectory, they have a legitimate chance to end their title drought. But it's not done. This is the beginning of the battle, not the end. All right, that's our deep dive. Updated context, data, strengths, challenges, and verdict. What do you think? Can Arsenal finally win it this season? Leave your predictions in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with fellow Gooners or football fans. We'll be following this title race week by week, so stay tuned for updates, match analysis, and more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time when we break down Arsenal's next key matchup.